All right, John from Pint Comics here at ToyFair New York 2020. I'm here with Erik. Is it Erik Araña or Araña?
It is actually Araña.
All right, so
I never force anyone to pronounce it like that.
Yeah. Do you normally have to put that little tilde?
Yeah, normally, yeah.
Hey, I know what I'm talking about here. Erik, you are Boss Fight Studios LLC, Vitruvian H.A.C.K.S, Legends of Lucha Libre. What do you do at the company?
I am one of the owners, but I'm one of 4 owners. I am also one of the art director / designers. I do the drawing, and we make decisions as a group usually on what characters and costumes. We kind of design collaboratively, but then in the end, I'll do turnaround illustrations, breakdowns, exploded views, things like that. I don't sculpt. That's Fred. But one of our sculptors, Fred and Tony Del Rio. But I'm one of the designers.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And what? So we talked about, first of all, I'm an action figure fan. I'm not so much of a collector.
Okay.
But last year I saw some videos, some YouTube guys shopping, and I saw Vitruvian H.A.C.K.S, and I'd never heard of it before, and I was amazed at how detailed and kind of incredible the figures are.
Thank you.
What exactly, this is not a licensed product, right?
Yeah. 6 years ago, the original Boss Fight crew, was 4 of us at the time, and we were all ex-Hasbro employees, and we created Vitruvian H.A.C.K.S, and it's a line of 4-inch action figures, super articulated, super detailed. We're kind of referred to as hyper detailed, very realistic proportions, very realistic movement, very realistic like dents and dings and all of this stuff. And then on top of that, because we were all collectors and we were all customizers, we made them modular, so the figures can come apart, and then be mixed and matched with all the other parts and stuff. So we sell the mainline Vitruvian H.A.C.K.S, which is all our own characters, our own designs, our own creations. Some of it's based in history, some of it's kind of craziness. And then we also have the subline of our Customizer series, which is blanks in all these different colors, and accessory sets and stuff that you can take them apart and mix them around. So say you want to make Batman, you can buy a gray one and you can buy a black one, and you can mix some of the parts around so you have less to paint.
Right.
So it's kind of like this thing where we kind of wanted to make the customization stuff that we always wanted as customizers. I was gonna say, you kind of jumped in on the customizer market in terms of people are going to do it anyway. Yeah. And
why not make the product?
Yeah, and it was one of those things that we weren't sure it was going to work. Like it was like one of those like, maybe there's a reason none of the other toy companies do this.
It's worked.
So it's worked. It's worked amazingly. So our customizer series keeps expanding and we keep adding new types of product to it, new segments.
And the Vitruvian H.A.C.K.S, I know you said it was kind of history. It's kind of a medieval-y type thing, right?
Well, initially it started as Greek mythology. So there were like Spartans and Romans and all this stuff. Not Romans actually, but Myrmidons and stuff like that. But then but then the second series switched to fantasy, so it was very like knights and elves and orcs and things like that. It was there is a loose story that flows through all of it, and time travel stories. Like the next series will be we're referring to it was Series 1, Series 2, and now the next one is Series Z, which is zombies. And there is still some recurring characters. It's not like this kind of time displaced thing happening and coming around, like Leonidas from Series 1. We have him in the booth here, the paint master of Leonidas from Series 2 as a time displaced king. And he's, in knight armor and stuff like that. So we are kind of carrying things around.
So there's a loose story, but nothing you have to really.
Yeah, but it's kind of in our own thing right now. We want to do something with it, whether it's novels or comics or something like that eventually. But at this time, it's hard to organize all of that and make toys.
Right. Now, Lucha Libre. Obviously, the mass wrestlers in Mexico, all that stuff. How long have you guys been doing this?
We actually met with Masked Republic last year at ToyFair, and it quickly snowballed into a partnership A couple of us in the company are big wrestling fans, and I myself am a big lucha fan. Having been introduced to them back in the 90s with WCW and like Rey Mysterio Jr. and Conan and all those guys. And I was so excited to get this as a brand, and we had moved at a furious pace to launch the brand with premium figures, but we will also have what we're calling fanatical figures for fans, which will be a lower price point, but the same scale and detail, just less articulation, less accessories. But we're also doing accessory sets, we're doing miniature mask replicas, and I mean this is going to be a big line. This is our first like full branded line.
The ring
like,
set
is
yours?
No, the ring set is not. The ring set is from Wicked Cool Toys. This is actually my ring from my office that we just quickly reskinned for display. Wicked Cool Toys makes an amazing ring. We are hoping to do a ring, but at this time we don't have it yet.
We've learned too that you cannot have a successful wrestling figure set without a folding chair.
Exactly.
What else are you gonna hit someone over the head with?
And yeah, I mean that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So,
all right. What other licenses or what other products do you guys put out?
Well, our big news this year, aside from the lucha, is we are launching a subline of Vitruvian hacks called Hero Hacks, and Hero Hacks is an umbrella brand that we fit H.A.C.K.S figures, H.A.C.K.S compatible figures that aren't ours.
Oh, okay.
And so what we're launching with is Flash Gordon, both based on the classic 1980 film and the comic books. We're also launching the Phantom, based on the comic books. We're launching Tarzan and Zorro. And those...
Are these characters in public domain? Is that how
No,
that
they are
works?
not.
Okay, all right.
They are not. We have deals with the Edgar Rice Burroughs family.
Okay.
The people who own Zorro and Phantom and Flash Gordon are both owned by King Feature Syndicate. Yeah. And last year ToyFair, most of those talks started, and so those figures will be H.A.C.K.S compatible, so they'll come apart and be able to fit with H.A.C.K.S figures, but they'll be based on those brands. We're very excited, especially about Flash Gordon, because it's the 30th anniversary this year, and so most of the figures for the first couple of waves are movie, but there are a couple of comic book ones in there as well. We're working with Sam Jones, who's pretty great, super nice guy and everything, so he's very excited about it. And we are also doing involved with the H.A.C.K.S line, and while it's not a hero H.A.C.K.S line, we have signed a deal with Sideshow Collectibles and their Court of the Dead series of statues, those ultra detailed kind of creepy statues and stuff. We are doing action figures of those statues.
Wow.
So we're very excited about that too. And then our other big news is I Am Brilliance, of course, which is our action doll line. So it's 6-inch dolls, girls line, but they're more like a cross between an action doll. They've got more articulation. They've got more, and the whole line is based on careers and aspirational careers. So there's like an ornithologist, there's a climatologist, there's a number of different things. All the girls, it's still a fashion line, so they're very fashionable, and they all come with little pets and they come with accessories, and that's good. Going to be our other big news this year.
All right. There's only so much like sword and sorcery.
Exactly.
Bashing with a chair. Yeah, you gotta.
We need a little soft.
Yeah. Now I can imagine with, and I'm just curious if you get this from collectors a lot. I'm assuming with the depth of your figures and the interchangeability that you guys probably aren't as common in the world of like the in the box collector. Like
no.
I can't imagine people buying your product, and I'm an in the box collector, but like I would want to rip that out of the box, and that would drive me crazy.
Well, a lot of our packaging is collector friendly, so you can open it and put it back together.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So that's part of it, but at the same time, all of us at Boss Fight are rip it out of the packaging and play with it,
Okay.
put it on the shelf. So it's not, you know, we try and make cool packaging because we want to, but at the same time, our toys are meant to be played with. That is the intent.
All right. So, where can everybody find any of your stuff out there?
You know, all of our stuff is for sale or pre-sale on bossfightshop.com. But Big Bad Toy Store carries us, Megalopolis carries us. There's a number of other retailers, especially around the Rhode Island and Northeast area that carry us. But if you have a favorite comic shop or toy store, tell them about us. Because we will ship directly to them, and we set up wholesale accounts all the time. So
Right. I will tell my local comic shop guy for sure. Eric, thank you so much.
Thank
We're
you.
going to take a look at some of the product and get that out there and get people to drool over it.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Thank
talking to you.
Thank you, everybody.
And you have the best jacket I've seen all day long.
Thank you.
All right? You win the jacket. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pint of Comics, we're out.